Can I ask a
Hello.
question?
Yes, please.
A friend of mine from India wanted to participate.
Yes.
Do I send him the link that I got from you, or will he need another link?
Yes, the same link works.
That? Okay.
So, hello everyone who's watching us. I'm today with Saptaparni and Jennifer, and we are expecting Igor somehow, somewhen. Hopefully, he will manage to get into the app sometimes. Before starting, I just wanted to to spread a message about, I don't know if we see that correctly, it's something from the Beat Museum in San Francisco, California, who I got a few very interesting books from, and which is going through some hard time currently, and they're doing auctions where you can get really great books and original editions, and you can also donate if you don't have so much money to spend. So go and visit their website, go check out their Facebook page. Anything helps. It's kerouac.com, KEROUAC.com, and they're doing a great work. And I visited this museum when I was in the US with my grandmother. It was a great pleasure. So please help these counterculture activists stay alive. Now we're getting into this sixth reading. I want to apologize for the delay. It seems like last week, which was supposed to be the initial date of reading, someone disconnected my internet, and I had to have a technician come over and check that out, and now it's working fine, so that's why I had to postpone it for 1 week. And today we have, well, two new person that never came and read with us. That's Jennifer, who will read soon, and we have another contribution coming from Macedonia, from Danica, who will read her poetry now.
Hello everybody, my name is Danica Petrovska. I'm from Macedonia. This is song, Mask, is my books, poetry books, Gothic woman. Маска. Во просторот и времето лета сина пеперутка. Фантазија во илузија, илузија во фантазија. Проклети маски, недопирливи, безбојни, црни дупки, празна насмевка, бели погледи, скриена тага. Сон, сонува, душа, сина, пеперутка. Крик во времето и просторот. О, па тоа сум само јас, маската. Thanks for watching. Bye.
So that was a reading in Macedonian from Danica, and you will find the text to her poem as well as a translation in English in the comment section below. Thank you very much, Danica, for your submission. And now it's time for Saptaparni to read her poem. So please, Saptaparni, you can go.
Okay, so the poem I'll be reading today, it's called First Love. High school, first love I ever had. Ambitions and goals, love and life plans. Fast forward to a couple of years later. Long distance is hard. Can we live without each other? But then I fell on the ground, hit my head. I couldn't rebound. And when I was at my lowest, that's when you mentioned your other lover, dearest. And I know we had been fading for months, dreams of old age together, dreams that now grunt. Like a wounded animal, I lashed at the sea. Rebound I did this time, but not the kind that gave me peace. Fell on the ground again. I hit my head. I cried in pain. And this time, when I was at my lowest, you held my hand and called me dearest. Returned engagement ring and a burnt white dress. But my chalice was dry. I didn't have sympathy for another man's distress. This time, the finger pointed to my career. I don't have enough time for you. And to you, I'm no more dear. We reconcile again. First love, it's hard to forget. A high-paying job, a pregnant wife, loveless marriage, and the beds divide. Fast forward to another couple of years, running from the world like a hunted deer. A lovely home with a perfect child, fancy breakfasts, with a fake smile. Have to run now, gotta get to my job. I need to keep escaping, I don't have time to sob. That's it. Okay.
That was beautiful poetry. Thank you very much, Saptaparni. And it seems that we have been joined by Igor. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Can you see me?
Yes, we can see and hear you clearly.
Thank you, because sorry that I was, I couldn't, I lost 15 minutes because it was requiring me some passwords and to check and to, have to inscribe again and again. It checked me like 100 times, but anyway, now I can read my two poems. Shall I begin?
It will be your turn in time, but now we have the poems from Lydie, who sent us two poems with beautiful illustrations. So for now, we'll have her two poems. One is from the parchemin, du crachin au parchemin, and that's the first one. Let's go.
Du nuage, j'ai fait un parchemin, et du crachin, j'ai tiré l'encre où je trempe la plume d'un ange chahuté par les amers aquilons. Quelques lignes d'horizon que je glisse au creux de ton oreille caressent ton doux sommeil. Reine sur mes épaules, tu riais au vent, tu t'émerveillais de ce monde que je te disais t'offrir. N'écoute aucune promesse, ils ne sont jamais éternels. La vérité n'est qu'instant et le futur que vanité. Sœur, ne braque pas ton corps aux paroles du plus offrant. Ouvre ton âme aux mortels qui, dans la danse de l'univers, sous des astres ardents s'unit dans le battement des cœurs. Longtemps colmaté, plâtré, lissé, toutes les fêlures, les fissures, cachaient cette misère se figer. Faire illusion, maître de la fioriture. Un jour, arracher le papier, mettre à nu les vieilles blessures, dévoiler la matière, s'animer, entrer dans le réel, puriner les murs. Enfin, une nuit, les crins décelés, enlever toute la pourriture. Écouter ce cœur intact, s'élever, vibrer sur sa musique, libérer sa nature.
So these were the two poems from Lydie Joan. Thank you very much. And now we will have the pleasure to have Jennifer read a few of her poems. Jennifer, the word is yours.
Uh,
Okay. My first poem is titled Soliloquoy. It deals with my father, who was murdered many years ago, shortly before my 20th birthday. He was a very strict father, but whether or not you get along with your parents, you never want anything bad to happen to them. So that's what this poem is talking about. Are you able to rest in peace? Can you? Or will you roll over and over in your worm-eaten coffin, always cursing yourself for destroying my brothers, others, your lovers, myself? Able to rest in peace? Can you? Or will you roll over and over in that narrow, windowless, barless cage, laughing yourself to life, laughing at us for even daring to think we could ever be free and happy? Should we ever break the link, just flee? Or should you only go away, disappear out of our lives for all eternity? I thought of running away, but we definitely were not ready to part from you on that fateful day. We most certainly did not want you to go so suddenly, particularly not in a dreadful, brutal, traumatic way. The police never caught the culprit. No, we had nothing to do with it, don't you? It's a fact. We would rather have committed suicide. It would have been less painful if we and not you were the ones who had died. Pain of how you left is so much greater than the pain you inflicted upon us when you were around. So we left behind still mourn all the time, souls torn, smashed to pieces by your bloody, untimely, tragic departure. Are you happy? Can you be happy? Watching us pining, slowly dying, realizing we cannot live without you and be free and happy. 'Cause the way you were blasted from us, pow, 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 for all eternity, tore our hearts in two and may never ever be mended. If death has power, then please set us free, we beg of you. Remove the shackles which binds our troubled minds. Come quickly, hurl away negative memories of you, still lingering, saturating our minds, like a dysfunctional tape, which constantly plays and rewinds. Remove the shackles, then rest in peace. Can you? Will you? Please, rest in peace. Help us find peace. Can you? Will you? Please. That was the first one. My second poem is a bit lighter. It's titled Tactics. It's for all those men who go around calling a woman sheep because she goes to bed with them without being married to them. You sized me up, lusting. I smiled inwardly, waiting. A cool expression did not betray me, but I too wanted you. Your yearning gave your legs courage. They brought you to me way up close. You speeched me down. While your heart lent your lips its voice, your excitement, inhaled in sweet ecstasy your heavenly scent, allowed you to court me. As I finally gave in, giving you my all, began sticking out your chest like a proud cock, going around boasting to all your friends, stating you assured me easily. Bullshit. had eyed you lusting, wanting. Oh yes, I too wanted to possess you. Oh, I've got you, ha! I have a third one. I don't know if the time limit is okay for that. Okay, this is called Fly High. And the bird cares for her young. When it's strong enough to enter a world so tough, gives it advice, then sends it on its way. Sings, bye-bye, bye-bye, little one. Now you're there, Mama's work is done. You are now as strong as I am. You can fly high in the sky. So, fly high, little one. Always fly as high as you can. Stay far away from a beast called human. Pause atop the highest tree. There you may remain free. We say bye-bye, bye-bye, little one. Remember to always fly as high as you can. So the next day you can see the beautiful sun, sky, and the sea. Whenever you are near the ground, before you land, always look around. Be careful of the beast called human. His best friend is a thing called gun. If he points it at you, you will never again see the sun. Always fly high as you can. Stay far away from the beast called man, so you can live to see the next day's golden sun. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was beautiful. Thank you for sharing your poetry. You will have all the texts from the poem from Jennifer also in the comment section below, as well as the reference to the book it's taken from, because it's from a poetry book you've written, right?
Yes,
Yes.
I published a few years ago.
So to everyone
Thank
watching
you.
tonight, you will have the references also through Jennifer's book. And the next one is from someone who also did send something a few reading back. It's Chronos, and it's kind of a poetical creation, almost music, so please enjoy its creation.
Right butterfly in the wind, my child's dream. A right butterfly in the wind, my child's dream. Flower in the light.
Oops, sorry, I did something wrong.
A white butterfly in the wind, my child's dream. A white butterfly in the wind, my child's dream. Flower in the light, my child's a dream. A right butterfly in the wind, flower in the light, till the dream, my till the dreams arise, butterfly in the wing, my till the dream, flower in the light, the flowers in the night, in my dream, the flowers in the night, on my dream.
Les fleurs dans la nuit, the flowers in the night, la guerre, les larmes et les pleurs, les fleurs dans la nuit, the flowers in the night, mes rêves d'enfant, les fleurs dans la nuit,
the flowers in the night, my tears a dream, the flower in the light, my tears a dream, the flowers in the night, in my dream, the flowers in the night, on my dream, my till the dream.
So this was the contribution from Chronos. You will find the link to the original video in the comment section below. And now it's time for our good friend Igor to read 2 of his poems. So please, you are ready to go.
Okay, the name of the first poem is Child Forever Remember. Although he wasn't very old, he didn't feel like living. All time he was just silent, and when someone asked him, he would say, all night, headache, I was having, I couldn't be speaking, sorry. And less human word he heard, for always he gave the same answer. No one said above, and people thought that he wants to hide as though his secret he was tormented. But none knew that this exactly was the one why he was good, as he spoke to nobody, nor anyone spoke to him. He knew. He also has no friends, nor for everyone worthy advice, but he missed the child in him. Now already the doorstep of the old age is reaching so mild, thinking not of youth, but childhood, so that when dead, before, to say to himself to remember, I am a child forever. And now the second poem, Cold-bloodedness. He watched the collapse of the system silently, as if he was not its child. He knew all easily, will turn over just the way all suits him. So he started advocating some modern rudiments, knowing this sells well. In the market of tired values, he was waiting the right minute to reveal what he has to predict, while as well time will enact that he was always right, that when he talks, it was because he deserved it, since he directed others correctly. And so with its old-fashioned coolness, in the new water this fish skillfully swims, although one assumes that such days ended somewhat in the 90s. So one by one this river beast beat all who stood in his way, not showing he was fear or being reduced. So nice and worthy, everyone's friends, all head in all media, he became influential, as endlessly philosophizing and all estranged and cut. Just till the moment another river fish, his cold-bloodedness recognized, and his exact cold-bloodedness as a recipe in the existential kitchen served to him. Hence old fish, from the poisonous water sipped, without cognizing it was poisonous afterwards, so to be swallowed by that cold-blooded jaw in possession of modernity cold. All this happened in that cold water. Many fish found their last sip there. Thank you. One of the first poem was about the guy that was giving good advices to everyone, and the second one, the one that was using the others. So like I made a duet. Thank you.
Yes, we did get that. Oh, he must have touched the wrong. There he's back. Can you hear us?
Now I can see you all.
Yes.
But till now it was very confusing. I could see only you, Chase, and I didn't know how to focus myself. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So now we have another contribution, video contribution, from someone who's also been supporting this event from the start, and it's Katherine Brownlie.
Leaving. I slipped out and just kept on walking, eviscerating the last straw, unfurling tired bones, lightly treading, a quiet extraction to become my particular self, in an exhilarating, purged void. Alone.
So this was Katherine's contribution, and if I'm not mistaken, it's her husband playing the guitar, because her husband has a band and she did intro for his band, and he accompanies her on some of her poem. It's Mr. Darkside if you want to look that up. And we are reaching now the end of this evening's reading. I'm going to read two poems tonight, one in English, and I wanted to change a little bit from usual, that is English or French, and I decided that the second poem I would read will be in German. It's one I wrote when I was back in Berlin. So I hope you like it, and Jennifer, you will most probably understand it since you're in Germany. You'll tell me how you like it. But first, in English, with Unfinished. What shall I give thee when there's nothing left of me? Space and time reduced to nothingness, as the far-off echo of my fading pulse weakens still. What shall I give thee except for these crumbling phrases with letters falling off their lines in the sand? Turn thy hand into a cup, I says, and gather the tumbling sound of these pages, 'cause that's all you'll get from me. My body has turned into black ink that pumps through my bleeding heart, splashing stains all over the white pages of my life. New and explore lands of imagination. There, behold, at thy feet I lay my manuscript. Thou mayest call it foolish, even childish, but I put all my being in this. Take and read it. This is my body, I says, and my blood, and my soul, and my life. And though it may yet be unfinished, we all know the end. A word from you, and I will write the final period to it. And now we have my try to German poetry, which is something I really rarely do, but this was part of the quarantine thing that the university I was in had put in place, and they asked us to write poetry, do drawings and stuff to keep us busy, and that's from this part of the quarantine, so it's called Komische Wandelung. Sei jetzt aufmerksam. Ich öffne das Buch meinen Geheimnissen. Es ist jetzt eure Chance, diese Dichtung zu auffassen. Aber ihr müsst ganz still bleiben. Was für eine Entdeckung erwartet uns. Felder ohne Ende, wo der Geist blüht und die Hoffnung wächst. Ihr müsst ganz still bleiben. Lässt Raum für Ideen. Die Jugend des Gemüts ist endlos. Kreativität ohne Grenzen. Leben immer erneuert. Aber ihr müsst ganz still bleiben. Hört die Musik der Seele. Weckt das alles nicht eure Neugierde? Offenheit zu einer neuen Dimension? Oder ist das nur meine Fantasie? Ich muss ganz still bleiben. Von Quatsch zu Quatsch, ich reise ständig, mit einer Sprache ohne Sinn, die Sprache der Träume. Ich muss ganz still bleiben. Unding ist kein Ding, wenn man es versteht. Komische Wandelung, die das letzte Kreuz nie erreichen wird, denn ich ganz still geblieben bin. Das war es, like we say in German. So, this was the last poem of the evening, and as is now custom, I let the last word to my guests, please.
I really like it and I enjoy it like always, and I think we should really try to popularize more our event. I hear there are many that are interested and they're telling me, but they're kind of not so proficient in using this technology, and I'm trying to help them, like first to record it and then to mail them to you, but even this they don't know to do it by themselves. So and now tonight I was trying this platform asked me like 5 times to verify my account, and then I had to change it. It was verified on Yahoo, now it is on Gmail, so I think it will be much more popular if it is technically easier for usage.
Yes, also I understand that Discord is not so practical, and I'm sorry if some people out there are repelled by it. So far, I haven't found a good enough solution, but I'm still investigating. Well, I've learned that Zoom, unfortunately, with its last update, is not anymore working with the stream app I am using, but I will keep investigating. And Igor, I think today we had a contribution from someone you know, because it was a contribution from Macedonia, from Danica. So the word is spreading though. But thank you very much.
Not just from North Macedonia. They asked me from United States, from Britain, from France, from Croatia, and I think it was from Hungary. But I remember that many people asked me, but they said they will come, but perhaps it is kind of difficult, and I think it's much more easy if you come immediately on the platform than to record it, because many people just don't have enough time, and it's easier if you like this than to pre-record it and mail it on through free file transfer.
So, as Igor rightly said, you can also send me a video per mail and it will be streamed. It will be my pleasure to have it and to share it with everyone. So feel free to record yourself with your phone, with your PC, with your camera, your video camera, whatever you find. And it doesn't matter if the quality isn't really good. It's the words that count, so feel free to email us. And Jennifer Saptaparni, if you want to say something before we end this night.
Yeah. Today was my first, and it definitely won't be my last. I enjoyed listening to the other poets. And apart from what Igor said about it being a bit complicated to log in, no, I found that okay. Very nice. I enjoyed. See you next time.
So, like as usual, I really like sitting in these sessions and listening to other poems and all. Jennifer, I really, really liked your poems. It was amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Where are you?
I am from India.
Are you there now, or are you?
I'm sorry, actually your voice got cut a little.
Where do you live?
I live in India.
Oh, you live in India too. Okay.
Yeah.
A friend from India wanted to log in, but I guess he was having complications logging in too.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you everyone for joining, and we will see you next time on the 21st of June, which will be the first day of summer. This will be a celebration for all of us, and I also inform you all that this will be the last reading before summer. After that, I will be taking a little break during July and August, mainly to try and set up something in real life now that things are getting a bit easier. But I will meet you again in September after that. But first we will celebrate summer together. And Igor, Jennifer, Saptaparni, and all of us, all of you who want to join, you are very, very welcome. So for tonight, see you, take care, be safe, and we will see you next time.